Well, here we find ourselves up against lovely large-flowered herbaceous clematis, i.e. non-clinging. It scrambles through shrubs, as it does here. It flowers from June to September. It's a great plant, and you hardly see it, unfortunately. It was introduced in 1870, so it goes back a long way. We're approaching this wonderful shrub from Argentina and bits of Bolivia, covered in its blue trumpets. It's been here at least 40 years. I planted it when it was called Acanistus australis. It's now Iochroma australe. Australia means from the southern hemisphere, not Australia. Let's have a look at these blue trumpets close up. Good deep blue, masses of them, and masses of them to come. And that's not all, of course. We go around the other side and I'll show you the trunk. Massive, isn't it? After 40 years, it looks a bit sort of reptilian, isn't it? Perhaps slightly sinister, but it is absolutely remarkable. Here's some little flowers coming out of the trunk. Well, since I told you the name, Iochroma australia, I've discovered it's changed yet again. So this is now Areolarynx australis. Third name that this shrub has had since I planted it. And when I say shrub, I do think it's turned into quite a tree. Things have to earn their keep in this garden, and I'm afraid to say that this small tree here, which has been here for years, does not. This was supposed to be the Styrax japonicus with pink flowers called pink chimes. Regrettably, the flowers have turned out to be white. So I'm going to take the chainsaw to it, and this will, I hope, help my lovely Acer Orange Dream behind it, which is getting pushed. So we'll have a look at the result. And as the saying goes, there it is, gone. I'm hoping the Acer will fill in a bit and make a slightly better shape. Coming along here, I'll show you something rather successful, I think, and that is we cleared up the base of this shrub and it's formed really rather a nice sort of flat-topped, small, multi-branch tree. And the flowers are a bonus. This is a variegated form of Cornus alternifolia. With a very, very slight touch of pink on the edge of the variegated leaves. And just in front of those white foxgloves is a suckering shrub from eastern Australia called Lomatia cilifolia. Cilifolia refers to the leaves, which look a little bit like a member of the parsley family. Yes, well. And as in all Lomatias, flowers are sweetly scented. This is forming quite a big group in the Alpine bed, well drained, sun. Across the rill and under the olive tree, which seems to have absolute masses of buds, I spy a New Zealand sprawling shrub. Let's have a look. This is called Pakistegia insignis, and these rather gorgeous buds open up to these daisy flowers. And of course, all the season long we have this lovely grey paddle shaped leaf. This is enjoying the drainage here, although it doesn't want to be too dry either. Coming down the path a little way, we come across this pool of happiness. This is a gladiolus relative from South Africa. It's been here 40 years, seeding itself about, and has formed a lovely big clump just here. It used to be called Laperosia laxa, but it's now Anomatheca laxa. Never mind what the name is, I think it's lovely. And it sort of makes me smile when I see it. As I was mowing the tennis court area, I happened to see these pink flowers. And I'd forgotten I planted this. This is an evening primrose, which, a bit like an all-day breakfast, is actually an all-day primrose. Not a primrose at all, of course. The Nothera rosea. Very attractive. Each flower doesn't last all that long, but as you can see, there are masses of buds to come, and after a couple of days these take over. Still, it's a lovely bit of pink on the edge of the rocks. A word of warning, this can be very invasive. If it's happy in well-drained soil, so just take care with it. Bertie's guarding his elephant toy, and I'm afraid Nellie hasn't got a chance. We're coming up to another extraordinary plant in a garden full of extraordinary plants. This one is called Calycanthus Aphrodite. Great big flowers, and you can see the flowers, when they're slightly less open, have this yellow center, and then they open up and the yellow center becomes a yellow rim around the stamens. It's a hybrid between the Chinese allspice and the North American allspice. As I'm walking along the path here, I can't help but give this bladder nut a squeeze. And it's rather nice when they fall on the ground and you're walking down the path, when there are masses of them, you have this lovely popping noise as you go along. Ha! Anyway, let's go this way. Come on, Bert. Coming into the round temple area, there are two rhododendrons I wish to show you. And this one is gorgeous. Gorgeous pale pink with the most remarkable leaves. And even the new growth is intriguing, sort of grey-green. This one has a, I'm sorry to say, thanks to my sort of mind, rather rude name, Ufengense. But a gorgeous creature, nevertheless. I'm turning around with my back to that rhododendron. The area in front of the round temple I planted up with late flowering rhododendrons and hydrangeas and that sort of thing. And here is this amazing white scented rhododendron. Oh yes, I can smell it from here. This is Rhododendron diapropes. There's quite a famous hybrid called Polar Bear, late flowering scented white, and this is one of the parents. And certainly it's going on up, 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 and up. Walking around the garden, you often see little vignettes, plant combinations, which take your eye, and this one is one of those. It's a mixture of the double geranium called Summer Skies, which is lovely, and the yellow Chinese Lycisteria with a terrible name, Lycisteria crocodursos. So there you are. Hang on to your false teeth.